Yo, what's good, y'all? It's High C. Y'all already know what it is. Bro, this movie was such an L. We just gonna get right into it, cause I'm not even upset at this point. I'm just disappointed. I'm fucking disappointed. Cause cause when I saw this trailer, I'm thinking this is gonna be alright. But of course, this is another one of those cases where they make the trailer look good for the movie, and then the movie ends up being shit. Bruh. Marvel. What is going on? Like, we need to know what's going on over there. I don't know if the writers are on dust. I don't know if Kevin Feige's smoking Xanaxes. I don't know if he's popping Xanaxes. I don't know. This movie is like, oh my God, it's emblematic of everything I hate about Marvel right now. And I had hopes for this movie. I really did. I didn't go into this movie like saying, oh, this movie's gonna be shit. Like, bro, I thought they would finally get their act together, but I guess not. We just gonna hop straight into the review. There are spoilers for this, by the way, so if y'all haven't seen it, go watch it and come back. So, the movie, bro, the plot for this movie is dog shit. So, we open the movie with Janet somewhere in like some sort of desert in the quantum realm. And then we see like Kang laying on the floor or laying on the ground. He says something, and then the movie fades to black, and then that's the intro for the movie. So like, okay, the implication is that Janet met Kang like while she was in the quantum realm. All right, cool. So this is where the fuckery starts. We open the movie and we already on some bullshit. Scott's a fucking joke. Ant-Man's a fucking joke. He had the potential to be a good character, but like what Marvel does with every character nowadays, they just turn him into fucking jokes. Everyone's giving him shit at the beginning of the movie. Cassie, Hank, and Hope. They're all giving him shit at the beginning of the movie. Because they feel like he should be like doing more, I guess. Like Scott's trying to live a normal life after Endgame. And I guess because he's not doing enough, Cassie and Hope aren't on his ass. And Cassie's character is a bitch for like the first half of the movie. I'm not even joking. She's snarky. She just like tries to roast Ant-Man, but it doesn't work. He's like, well, I'm just trying to live life. Cassie tries to roast him twice. It fails. It doesn't land. The emotional impact doesn't land. She's like, at least we're doing something with our lives. At least we're doing something. At least we're making something of our lives. Like, and like, it's just like, why are you upset, bruh? Cause they had to bail her out of jail because she did some bullshit with a police car. She shrunk it, I guess, during it because it was a protest. I don't know. We keep getting this crappy Marvel humor. Marvel. The humor is trash. Stop with the humor. Please, I'm begging you for the love of God. It's not working. Now, there was one genuinely funny part in the movie, but we'll get to that. The acting and the cringe dialogue, I'm over it. When Cassie tries to act emotional, it just doesn't work because it's clear that she's acting, right? The grit and the gravitas just isn't there. It's like she's trying to pretend she's upset, even though she's not upset. That's acting in Marvel now. Like the facial expressions don't match up with their sentiments at all. Like they'll say something with some emotional gravitas to it, but their facial expressions, like, it's so clear that they're putting on a front that it's not even funny. I'm just so over the acting and the cringe dialogue. But let's get into it. And another thing I'm starting to hate Marvel on. They're starting to get on this trend where like new characters, like all these Marvel characters are starting to just have 300 IQ out of nowhere. Like that, I don't get that. How are we getting all these characters that are building these machines and as smart as Tony Stark? We have all these characters coming out of the woodwork with like 300 IQ. So being smart and being able to do all this shit that the regular heroes can't do isn't a specialty anymore. Because all the heroes, they can, oh yeah, well if we do this and if we make this machine and if we do, like, bruh. For those of y'all who don't know what I'm talking about, Cassie, the sucky machine thing from the trailer, Cassie builds that. It's some sort of like quantum realm signal teleporter thing. I don't know. She wants to learn more about the quantum realm, I guess, for whatever reason. So she made this machine that in real life would be impossible to make. So she makes this machine, right? Everyone's shocked. They're like, oh, fuck, Cassie made this machine. The plot is trash. How is Cassie a fucking 16-year-old? Like, is every character in Marvel just some sort of super genius? I don't get that. So, Cassie shows the family the machine she made. Janet has PTSD from the quantum realm, so she's tweaking. She's like, yo, shut that shit down. Turn it off. Like, yo, like, what are you... She's freaking out and shit. She unplugs the machine, and they all just stand there like, yo, what the fuck? So she unplugs the machine, and then the damn thing just randomly just turns on, and like, it turns on and just sucks everyone into the quantum realm. Okay. Suitless, by the way. None of them have their suits. Oh, that's another thing. The suits are trash. They didn't even invest in any sort of visual effects for the suit. Like, it looks like a Halloween costume Pat on. Like, bro, it's terrible. They didn't invest anything in the visual effects for the suits. They tap it and the suit's just like on them, right? Like those fan films where they just do shit. There's no sequence or anything. They just do it and the suit's on them. Yeah, that's how it is in this film. They just push the button and the suit's like just flashes on them. It skips a pixel and flashes on them. Like, so they're not investing in the visual effects anymore, or any of the good ones, the ones that, you know, add detail to the movie for whatever reason. So the suit graphics are trash. Here's another thing. How can they go into the quantum realm without their suits and not be fucked up? Because the whole premise of Ant-Man 1 was that, hey, if you go into the quantum realm without the suit on, you're gonna get fucked up. For whatever reason, they have yet to explain that. Even after Janet coming from the quantum realm in the second one, they don't explain it. So now they can just go into the quantum realm and come back anytime they want and without the suit, and they'll be fine. So this is what I mean when I say the writing of Marvel has just like gone downhill. They just stopped caring about the writing in general. So they fall into the quantum realm. The gang gets separated. Come to find out, there's people in the quantum realm. Because the thing that Janet didn't tell Hank was that there was a whole universe below the quantum realm that they didn't know about. How did those people get to the quantum realm? We don't know. There's humans there too, by the way. How did they get there? We don't know. How long are they going to be there? We don't know. They're just there. Civilizations and everything. We get no explanation. Awesome Marvel writing. And, bro, the green screens. Oh my God. Those green screens are terrible, dude. There is an extreme overabundance with green screens that's just been happening in phase 4 and up for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's not in the budget, even though they're spending like 200 mil on these films. I don't know. The green screens are trash. It's so obvious that they're in green screen sometimes. I feel like this is a fan film. That's how bad it is. And the funny thing is, they try to compensate for that by adding like color saturation and like bright ass fucking lens flares. Like there was this scene when they were in this desert. It was Janet and like Hope, I think it was. They were in this desert, this white light desert. Bro, the shaders and the sun, it felt like I was looking at the sun for like 10 seconds. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? What is with these lens flares? So the visuals are lacking. They're trash. The first hour and a half of this film is like a sort of like weird combination of Star Wars and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They spend the first hour and shit of this film doing like absolutely nothing. They're just walking around the quantum realm talking to people. No Kang, no fights, no anything. Oh, Kang. For those of y'all who were expecting Kang to just shine and like pop off the entire film, that's not what happens. For like the first hour and some change of the movie, he's not even there. I'm so dead ass, it's not even funny. He's not even there for like the first hour and something of the film. It's just these characters going to like these space bars and these fucking arenas and shit, like, and these green screen nightmares. That's what I'm calling them. They're green screen fucking nightmares. That's how bad it is, bro. Oh fuck. God damn it. Odd music choices. They put like a whole bunch of like EDM in the film for whatever reason, and they just don't go with any of the scenes. Like, it had the same issue as Multiverse of Madness. There were a lot of like weird like cinematography and editing choices. Now, most of the time the cinematography is good, but if you go watch the movie, when you go watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, they made like a lot of weird like visual and like editing choices. I don't know what that's about. The people in the quantum realm, they look like video game characters. Here's the thing. In the past, right? With Thanos, with Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, Vision, Marvel kind of had a way of like utilizing the visual effects to make them look somewhat realistic, right? Like, hey, like that's something like, yeah, it's like an alien, but I could like visualize that, you know, if that were an alien, that would be like something I would see. Now they're just using like these cartoon like Shark Boy and Lava Girl CGI graphics, and it like, yo, it's like they just stopped putting any effort into these films, bro. For real? Like, they're using all these trash CGI, like, bro. There's one character with like this like thing on his head. He looks like a character like out of like a video game somewhere. Like, all these characters look like they belong in like a video game. That's the best. That's the best way to describe it, dude. Cassie is a brat. She has it out for Ant-Man for the first half of the film, constantly snarking at him, constantly talking back to him, constantly, you know, having something to say. It just gets annoying, man. Like, Cassie, just be a regular character, bruh. So anyways, back to the plot. We get introduced to the Bill Murray character, who is sort of like a broker between Kang and Janet. Because apparently Janet and him led some sort of like rebellion against Kang. And when Janet left, he kind of just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm joining him. He's more powerful. We also come to find out that Janet was getting railed by this dude while she was in the quantum realm for the 30 years that she was in there. She was getting fucked by this dude in the quantum realm. And she was like, Hank, I have needs. I have needs. Bro, it was so fucking cringe. Like, the sexual innuendos and the sexual jokes they're putting in the film, I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess. Whatever. So she was getting railed by this dude, and they have this like sort of awkward conversation. And we come to find out that he's a traitor, because he betrays them to Kang. He brings Kang's army here, and then a whole fight ensues. And yeah, the action scenes are trash. They're just shooting CGI beams at niggas for like 20 seconds, and then they hop on a ship and dip. That's most of the action scenes in this film. Most of the action scenes are dog shit. Kang's army look like they came straight out of a CW show. Like, they're just like niggas. They're just like pixelated niggas with these like blue helmets over their head. Like, they just stopped caring about the visuals, man. And I'm not saying the visuals matter all that much, but it's like, dude, put in some fucking effort. Marvel. MODOK. Bruh, we gon' get to him. Bro, I'm about to bust out laughing. Kang. Kang is alright. He's, if, like, truth be told, he's a bootleg Thanos. That's basically what he is. He just, like, goes around conquering worlds and timelines and shit, you know, when he's bored. Like, he's a bootleg Thanos. He just wears a different suit, has super strength, and a different set of abilities. That's just what it is. They try to do this menacing thing with him where he's like, I'm gonna kill Cassie. Like, dude, shut up. We know you're not gonna do anything to him, right? He doesn't. So he's all right. Like, they try and portray him to be like super ruthless, but it just comes off as corny. It's just like, bro, we've seen this before. There's nothing wrong with, you know, letting us know that the character doesn't like fuck around. But it's just like, I don't take him seriously. He's not a threat to me. If Ant-Man could take this nigga, I'm not taking him seriously, bro. But yeah, he's a bootleg Thanos. We come to find out that Kang was exiled to the quantum realm. And we meet MODOK. MODOK is a fucking, he's there. Y'all remember the B nigga that Ant-Man shrunk in the first movie? That's him. Cause whatever the thing he used to like fuck him up, it like fucked up his whole body. And he became like a giant head with small legs and arms. It's trash. Trash retcon and just a fucking trash way to utilize his fucking character. He's supposed to be a killing machine. He does a terrible job at that. He's trash. He comes face to face with Ant-Man and Cassie multiple times and doesn't kill them. Even though Kang orders him to, he comes face to face with these niggas multiple times, doesn't kill them for whatever reason. So when Kang got exiled to the quantum realm, Janet tried to stop him from leaving. Or, well, she did. Because they repaired his, like, core or whatever. Janet touched him and got a vision of all the shit that he's done and found out he was actually a conqueror from another world. Janet was like, nah, I'm not letting you leave. Kang was like, give me that shit. He almost bodied her, and then she fucking expanded the core using like the blue thingy. I forgot what it's called. The thing that lets things get big. And it turned it into this like big clusterfuck of energy. So, long story short, this movie doesn't even really like have anything going on until like an hour in. So if you're watching this movie, I'm just letting you know you're gonna be bored for like the first hour because nothing's happening. And so we get into this. We get into the fight, right? The final act of the film. They're trying to get to Kang through his army. Because like I said, the action scenes are dog shit. Like, it's like, bruh, Marvel never learns. It's like, they keep saying, oh yeah, we'll improve. But it's like, they're making the same mistakes that they did in Phase 4. So Ant-Man and them, they're trying to get to Kang through his army. And they're like, yo, how are we going to do that? Hank calls some, like, ants, these giant demon fucks of ants. They just come through and just clear the way. Because Ant-Man and the Wasp, they're fighting Kang, they're getting bodied. Hank calls in a whole bunch of ants. They're just like demon-looking fucking motherfuckers. They come in randomly, right? Plot contrivance. They just come in randomly, get Kang off their ass, and plow through the army. And we come to find out that apparently Hank's ants followed them through the quantum realm and Pokemon Mega Evolved. Bro, this movie is dog shit. It's so bad. They Mega Evolved into like these fucking like monster looking tentacle fucking things. And they're like, yeah, they came and found me. So yeah, they're on our side now. Like, what the fuck? None of the action scenes matter except the last one. Cassie's trying to help the citizens of the quantum realm stand up against Kang. She gives this shitty motivational speech. They come and help. Bruh. Ant-Man, I think the problem with this movie is that, like, Ant-Man was such an odd choice to put up against Kang. Like, he was such an odd choice. Like, why? He's a nigga who can shrink. Like, no offense. Y'all want Kang the Conqueror to be the next the next enemy or whatever. The last nigga you need to be stacking him up against is Ant-Man. It just created like a bizarre dynamic for the whole film, right? So, fuck. Ant-Man tries to fight Kang again. He gets bodied. And Cassie is in a fight with Darren, and Darren just like, or MODOK, Yellow Jacket, whatever the fuck he is. And he's trying to kill her. And he can't, because, you know, most villains nowadays in Marvel are shit and can't hit their punches. So she's like, hey, don't be a dick. And then Darren's like, yeah, I shouldn't be a dick. Bro, Ant-Man shrunk your limbs down and turned you into Time Baby from Gravity Falls, and you sit here talking about something. Now, obviously, it was because you were evil, but I would hate Scott with my fucking guts. He turned me into a giant fucking head. So, Kang's about to finish them off. Darren comes in and saves them, gets killed in the process. Boo, who gives a shit, right? So Janet's in the ship. They're like, yo, we got a chance. We got a way home. This is our only way back. So everyone, they create a portal with the ship. They all get through except for Scott, because Kang blasts him. They get into it. And the implication is that Scott is just going to close the gate so that neither of them can get home. And the implication is that once he closes this gate, he's stuck in there. That's it. It's a wrap for him. Like, both of y'all niggas about to be stuck in there. He's like, because he says we just both have to lose. It's trash. Because what they do after that, it's complete, just like, what? So they get into it. Wasp comes in and saves him, kicks his ass. Or helps Ant-Man, kicks Kang's ass. They blow up the portal thing from the ship. And then that's it. Kang gets trapped in some sort of like mini wormhole created by the explosion. And then that's it. That's it. Kang's done. Bruh. And then the implication was that they were going to be trapped in there. Cassie uses the quantum realm signal machine, casually opens the portal, they walk through, and then that's it. That's the end of the final act. I don't know what has gotten into Marvel, but all of these films for like the past 2 or 3 years have just been like on a steep decline. The visual effects suck. The whole movie is basically a giant fucking video game. Plot makes no sense. Cringy humor and cringy dialogue doesn't add up. And then the villain is mid. Like, he's supposed to be, like, this is the nigga we're supposed to see in Secret Wars. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's all right. I'm not saying Kang is, like, terrible. He was all right. Like, I wouldn't say he's mid. He's just all right. He's like, do you know how many Avengers I've killed? I'm like, all right, that's cool. But it's just like, after seeing this movie, like, I don't feel hyped anymore. I don't feel the spark. It's not there anymore. This movie was trash. They go to a restaurant to celebrate Cassie's fake birthday. They slap on some sort of one-liner and the movie ends. That's it. The post-credit scene is like a council of Kangs and Jonathan Majors trying to like voice act some character, but he sounds like a frog. The second post-credit scene is a teaser for Loki season 2. That's the film. Not upset, just disappointed. Like, this movie is garbage. It's dog shit. Another Phase 5 failure. Another Phase 4. Well, it's a Phase 5 failure. Marvel never fucking learns. That's gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think the film was dog shit, or do you guys think it was good? We can agree to disagree, but this has just made me lose like all hope in Marvel. For real. It's been your boy IC. You already know what it is. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Disappointed, bro.